Hi, this is Sweet June. How's everybody doing today? Hope everybody is having a blessed Thursday. I got a slight cold today. It's not too bad. It's a little slight cold. Um, Nothing that I can't get past. I want to talk about. Now I've told you guys I'm going to do a video talking about. Um, I think This is a very important video. I don't know how many hits I'm going to get on it, but I guess somebody will watch it. Um, Hearing a lot about um, women and children being kidnapped for sex trafficking and all that. It's becoming an epidemic. Um, and as far as black women, there are 65,000 black women and black girls missing in the United States. That is a staggering number. And the reality of that is that when we come up missing, they don't look for us. That's the reality of that. When we come up missing, that's why it's so many. That's why that number is so high, because they don't look for us. Excuse me, my voice is a little. I have a little my cold voice. Excuse me, because my voice is a little hoarse. They don't look for us. That's just the reality of the situation. They just don't look for us, and so, and us black women, we're not protected. We don't have the we're not protected. The only people that we can rely on is Jehovah God and ourselves. God is definitely a good person for us to rely on. Stay prayed up. Prayer is always a good thing, and we got to rely on ourselves in doing everything that we can as women. This video is for all women across the board, no matter what race. But the reality, like I said, the reality as far as black women is that when we come in black children, when we come up missing, they don't look for us like they look for white people. I'm just keeping it 100. I got to do that. So we got to stay prayed up and use common sense. Take the necessary precautions that we can, all the necessary precautions that we possibly can take to keep us and keep our children safe. Because now they have an epidemic in this country of sex trafficking, and it's really, really getting serious. And I know they say here in Michigan, Michigan is has one of the highest sex trafficking um, of all the states. Michigan is one of the highest in as far as sex trafficking, and that's very, very disturbing to me. Very, very disturbing. I don't know why it's so high in Michigan, but that's what they say. It's really high here in Michigan. So I thought that I would do a video giving, and I read some stuff on Facebook, some tips. I read some stuff on Facebook. They people putting posts on giving women tips, and everything, and educating women on the tactics that they use to try to lure us and get us and everything. So I'm gonna talk about that, and talk about just give you some good useful tips that you never know. This video could save somebody's life. Might not get a lot of hits on it, but somebody gonna watch it and might save somebody's life. I would appreciate it if you share this video. If you're watching this video, share it, because this is very important information for all women across the board, all women and all children. So I just, hey, if this video, somebody listens to this video and the information that I gave off of this video saves somebody's life, whew, that is a beautiful thing. That is a beautiful thing. And I don't just come on Facebook to just come on here and run off at the mouth and like some of these other people do and gossip and talk about other people. That ain't what I'm about. I want to educate people. I want to witness, and I want to be able to help somebody. If my information that I'm giving can help somebody, can help save somebody's life, man, I will feel blessed. I will feel blessed if my information it's saving somebody's life, I would definitely feel blessed. So this video is going to be for women and children safety tips. Um, I don't know where to start. I should have wrote it down. It's so broad. It's so much to cover. So I'm just going to try to cover the most important things, the most important tips. As far as I was just reading, looking at some other videos on here and reading about sex traffickers, some of the things that tactics that they use, and I was reading about a lot of them drive around in these vans. They drive around in the vans and they have these funny looking locks on the back of them, and they're telling women, if you're out shopping or whatever. First of all, I'm gonna say this first of all, and me, I try to be, I try to be, very aware of that as well. Me being a female, I try to be very aware of that as well. When I go out to the store or wherever I'm coming back from work or whatever the situation is, I try to be very aware of my surroundings. If I'm out walking, I try to be very aware of my surroundings. I try to look around me. Don't be on your phone, talking on your phone, or looking on your phone while you're walking. When you're out walking alone, put your phone in your purse or your pocket, or bag or whatever you got. Don't be around, because the number one thing is they want to catch you off guard. That's the number one thing. They want to catch you off your guard. You want to make sure that when you are a woman, you are, because that just that, based on that alone, just based on the fact that you're aware and you're looking around and you're aware and they see that you're not on your phone and you're aware of your surroundings, they might be looking at you. Well, she might not be a target because they're noticing that you're aware of your surroundings. So just based on that alone may prevent you from being a target. You don't want to make yourself an easy target for these people. You want to make sure that as a female that you are aware of your surroundings at all times. Don't be so busy looking in your phone, or when you're out walking, if you're going to the store, particularly if it's dark, even if you're walking from your car into the store, put your phone away. If you're out walking, anytime, even during the day, if you're walking down the street or whatever, you're trying to get from point A to point B or walking to the bus stop or whatever the situation is, the best thing to do is put your phone away. Don't be looking on your phone unless you got to make an emergency call or something. Put it away. Put it away until you get where you got to go. That way they can see, if somebody's checking you out, they can see that you're aware of your surroundings, you're not on your phone. That in itself can deter them, knowing that you're aware of your surroundings. So that's the first thing right there. Always be aware. I know when I'm walking to my car, because I know at my job, and this is very alarming to me, and all the other females that work on my job. They have a huge parking lot, but they have, at the end of our shift, we got to take our own garbage out, from what we gathered during the shift, but they have the garbage can parked, or I don't want to say parked. They have the garbage can. Why they got the garbage can right by a wooded area? It's like right next to a wooded area. The parking lot is huge, and they have this garbage bin right next to a wooded area. In that wooded area, they have a walking path, because we have like walking paths throughout the whole city. Well, that where the garbage can is located is by a wooded area, and has a walking path right behind it. So it's still dark when I get off work. It's still dark, and so we have to either drive our garbage up there, we put it on top of the car and we drive it up there and dump it in the dumpster, or we have to walk it up there. I think either way is risky. In my mind, either way is risky. So I got to pray every morning. And at a situation like that, I'm very aware of my surroundings. I walk up to the garbage can, I hurry up and throw my garbage in there, and I walk really fast away from the garbage can to my car. And while I'm walking, I'm looking around me because it's still dark. I'm just keeping it 100. It's still dark when I get out of work, and so, and then the other ladies, and that's a common complaint throughout the whole job, because it's nothing but females at my job, and we have to take our at the end of our shift, we have to take out our garbage. Now, our first shift ain't got nothing to worry about because it's still daytime, but second and third shift, it's dark, and so that's a huge concern. Hopefully, one day the management will move the garbage can and put it in closer to the building, because they could do that. But in a situation like that, I'm very aware of my surroundings. I heard put the garbage in the garbage can. I'm looking around me. I'm looking behind me as I'm walking, and that's what you have to do when you're in a situation to where you have to walk and when it's dark out. When you have to walk when it's dark, even if it's a short distance, you look around you. You look around you, watch looking behind you. I'm looking behind me. I'm looking on the sides of me. I'm not on my phone. Got my phone in my bag or my purse or whatever. Um, because if you are being watched, you want to let them know that you're fully aware of your surroundings. So that's first off right there. Always be fully aware of your surroundings. They say that when you get into your car, I know sometimes I had a tendency to sit in my car, and sometimes I do my car videos. But mostly I mostly do those during the day. But even when I try to make sure that if I'm gonna sit in the car like that, I make sure I lock my door. I don't always do that, to be honest, but I have to make sure that I if you're gonna if you have to sit in your car for a minute, make sure that you lock your door. But they highly recommend for women to not do that. They highly recommend that you get into your car and you go. But even when I'm sitting in the car, I'm fully aware of my surroundings. I'm looking around, and like I say, if I do that, it's mostly during the day, where people are constantly walking around or whatever, and and I'm parked close to the building, so I'm not in a situation to where I'm in an isolated area or anything like that. But if you have to sit in your car for any reason, make sure you lock your door so somebody just can't just open your door and just pop in your car or whatever. So that's tip there. Just always being aware of your surroundings is a big thing. Not being on your phone, not being, because your phone is a distraction. And so just as females, just being aware of your surroundings. They say that when you go into the store and you shop and you come out and they say if you see two vans parked beside or you see, sometimes they say it might be two vans parked beside your car. They say that either wait for them to leave or get in. If you have a SUV type vehicle, get in from the back, or just sit there, or you can have a man walk you to your vehicle, and if you can have a kind man to walk you to your vehicle and make sure you get in your vehicle safety right there. That'll help you right there. If you're not, but they say they got these vans. These sex traffickers had these vans with these funny locks on the back, and if you see that, then if you notice that, then you might want to wait. You might want to wait it out. You might not want to get in your car right away, or get if there's a security guard on premise, or a nice man that can walk you to your vehicle. That would be a good idea right there, because you don't never know. Sometimes those vans, they snatch women up. There's no funny looking vans like that, and that's something that I have to be aware of too as well. And so that's something that we have to pay attention to. We just have to really pay attention, and everything. And they say another thing is when and if you have small children, make sure that your children are with you at all times. You go into a mall, you go into a store, and it don't take children long to disappear. They can disappear just like that. Look at my video where I said I made a huge mistake. I lost my oldest son. I turned my back on him. I hadn't turned my back on him that long, and next thing you know, he was gone. So it doesn't take long for a child to come up missing, for them to wander off, or somebody to snatch them. It don't take long, you know. So when you have your children with you, make sure in the store or wherever, make sure that you're holding their hand and you with them. Some people, if your children are very young and they're kind of wild and rambunctious, ain't nothing wrong with getting a leash. Some people, you know, look down on that. They frown upon that. But hey, if that's going to keep your children safe and it's going to keep your children close to you at all times, ain't nothing wrong with it. It's particularly if between the ages of 1 and 3. If you could put them in a stroller, if not, they're with you. There ain't nothing wrong with using a leash. Keep them with you because that's a wild stage. 2 and 3 is a wild. Those are wild stages for kids. So you keep them with you at all times. And because it's a serious situation with this sex trafficking and stuff. Um, and they're looking for easy targets. You don't want to be an easy target. You don't want you to be an easy target. You don't want the children to be an easy target. Another thing to look for, they say that if you are at a gas station or something like that, and a guy walks up to you with a card, whatever, saying, offering some type of service, don't take the card because they say sometimes they spray something on the card that can get on your hands or whatever, and if you smell it or whatever, if you smell it or whatever, it can knock you out. If it knocks you out, then they can kidnap you. Yes, they said that's a new scam going on too. So if somebody tries to offer you any kind of a card or something like that, or smell this perfume, that I'm trying to sell, don't go for it, ladies. Don't go for it. Just say, no, I'm not interested, and just get in your car and go. You know what I'm saying? Because that's a new tactic they're using, and that's another tactic they are using to kidnap women. They're trying to incapacitate you so they can get you. So that's another tactic because they're getting a lot more clever with all this. They're getting a lot more clever. They're getting more bolder. So as women, we got to be on our toes. We got to be on our toes. We got to be knowledgeable of all this. And so it says another thing to look for, and just follow your instincts, ladies. Just follow your instincts. I know I follow my instincts a lot. I mean, if somebody, I go somewhere and a guy's looking at me creepy or, whatever, I'm like, like that. So I know there was a lot of times where I just simply followed my instincts and that helped me, follow your instincts because your instincts is nothing but God telling you that's his warning to you. Okay, this is a potentially dangerous situation. So by all means, never, 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 ever ignore your instincts. If your instincts tell you the situation doesn't feel right or whatever, or if you're around a particular person and they feel kind of creepy, then that's your 9 times out of 10, your instincts is going to be correct. Okay, always follow your instincts at all times. And they say if somebody does try to kip you after you, don't let them take you to the second location. If you're in a parking lot or something like that, scream, yell, do what you got to do. You got your keys. Sometimes you can poke them in the eye with your key, or anything. You can use anything as a weapon. Anything could be used as a weapon. And if you're in a parking lot, yeah, you can scream. Somebody's going to hear you, or whatever situation like that. That can distract them. I know they say if you're a woman and you're living alone, if you're a woman and you live by yourself, if you have one of those cars that have a on it, they say you sleep with that in your bed, and then if somebody tries to attack you in your bed, you can just sound that alarm off on your car, and that goes off, and that might make them run out of your house. That's the situation if you're alone in your house. And so I heard that one too. I'm trying to think of some stuff that I've heard. Um, because really, sometimes we're not even safe in our own home. So I mean, it's just the kind of world that we living in and everything, and it's you know, it's just sad. It's sad. So like I say, the main thing is just being aware of your surroundings, um, and just don't be on your phone and be distracted, and all this kind of stuff, and I don't recommend. I mean, they say carry a gun, but as a Christian, I don't know if that's a good idea to carry a gun. But they got tasers out there. I'm thinking about getting me some mace. I'm thinking about investing in some mace and carrying it with me. Um, you know, so anytime that somebody try to walk up on you or whatever, or do something to you. Another thing too, if you're getting in your vehicle, if it's, I know when I'm getting in my vehicle and it's dark out and your doors are not locked. Um, always look in your back seat. Always check your back seat. If your doors are not locked for whatever reason and you get in your vehicle, always check. I know sometimes my locks, depending on what kind of car I'm driving, my lock sometimes doesn't work or whatever. Sometimes the doors are unlocked. Always check the back seat of your car. Always check the back seat of your car and everything, and make sure there's nobody hiding in your back seat and stuff like that. When you out carrying your purse, I'm trying to think, when you're carrying your purse, me, I know last year or year before last, I got my purse stolen out of my vehicle, and then they had some instances where women um, was getting mugged here in my city. So I don't carry a purse a lot anymore. I have my jacket. I have my winter jacket, and I got pockets in my winter jacket, and so I just put whatever I need. All I need is my wallet and my phone anyway, my keys. That's all I need if I'm going to the store. So I just put those things in my pocket. If I'm just going to the store, I'll just put that zip up and it has a zipper on it, and zip them up in my pocket. And if you don't have to carry a purse, don't carry a purse. If you don't have to carry one, if you just run into the store, get you a small wallet, put it in your pocket or whatever situation like that. Um, if you don't have to carry a purse, don't carry a purse. If you do carry a purse, make sure it's one of those purses that are crossbody or whatever. I think you call them crossbody. They go from you can put it over your head and have it go like that. Or make sure you're carrying your purse really close to your body. Don't be walking in the store and your purse is dangling, because that's easy target for somebody to come up and snatch it. So make sure that when you do go shopping at night, as we got daylight savings time right now and it gets dark a lot sooner. So sometimes you can be out at 5 o'clock. You go in the store, it's kind of light out. When you come out, it's dark. Make sure that you're parking in a well lit area. I know sometimes I go to Walmart. They have, and I know all the when they got the big stores. I know just about all of them have parking like on the side. They got the huge parking lot in the front, but then they have parking on the side of the store. Sometimes I will park in the parking lot on the side because it's closer to the store. But if it's dark, if it's after dark, it's probably not a good idea to park there. It's okay, it might be okay to park there during the day, but at night, it's not a good idea to park on the side of the store. It's probably a better idea for you to park out there in the big parking lot out there in front, and try to park as close to, excuse me, try to park as close to the store as you possibly can. In most stores, they should have a well-lit parking lot. Make sure that you are parked in a well-lit area. So that way you can see, you can fully see and everything is not dark. If you have to go shopping at night, and just make sure that when you're walking, you're not, like I said, once again, I'm going to repeat, be fully aware of your surroundings, look around, don't be all on your phone, because that's what they're looking for. They're looking for women that's distracted. They're looking for women that's distracted. Always be aware of your surroundings at all times. And even if you see, like I said, you see a van parked next to your vehicle, okay, you got to be leery. They say the vans are white, or they could be brown, but the ones that don't have no windows in them. So just be cautious of those types of vans and stuff like that, because those are the tactics that they're using. And so this is just mainly is just being aware, paying attention, um, you know, um, just looking around, particularly if you're walking down the street or wherever, even if you just walk into your car, just pay attention. Make sure that you're fully aware of your surroundings. So it's a lot more, but I didn't want this video to go too long. But those are just the basics. That's the basics, covering the basics there. Hey, share this video. If you watch this video, share this video. It can save somebody's life. So stay tuned. I got some more video topics coming up. Make sure that you like I see my views are picking up a little bit on my videos, but I'm noticing that people, when the people that do watch my videos, you're not subscribing to my channel. I don't understand why. Because I know sometimes if I'll come up on a YouTuber, I'll come up on a YouTuber that I'm not subscribed to, and sometimes I watch their video or a couple of videos, I like what I see, I go ahead and hit that subscribe button, you know. So if you're new to my channel and you like my content, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Go ahead and hit it for me. If you're watching on your computer or I think on your phone, it should be in the corner there. It should be in the corner of your screen. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button for me. Help me out. So, and also like and share. Share this video. Stay tuned. I got some more interesting video topics coming up. Peace and love. This is Sweet Jean.